Afika and welcome to my channel. So it's been a while since I actually made a video for my channel, and a lot of things has actually happened. So just a little update about my life. This year, 2020, I actually got married in February, and currently I'm going to be 5 months pregnant. So yeah. And I'm also sorry about the very bad lighting. It's because I'm actually on a staycay with my husband. So I couldn't really get a very good position to record this video. Also due to the fact that I forgot to bring my tripod stand. So I'm trying my best to makeshift a tripod stand. Anyways, as you can see from the title of this video, I would just be going through what's on my phone. I know it's nothing special. I don't really have any more content to upload. Like I tried doing a vlog, but I realized I'm not very good at doing vlogs. So yeah, instead of rambling on, let's just get on with the video. So I cannot screen record the lock screen, so here is just a picture of my wallpaper for my lock screen. So when you unlock my phone, or when I unlock my phone, this is my home screen. If you have watched all my previous what's on my phone video, you would know that there is not really a lot of difference or a lot of changes on my home screen, because I've already explained in that video that all the apps that is on my home screen is literally the apps that I use all the time. So that's why there's not any changes to it at all. So the wallpaper that is used for this home screen is actually one of my outfit for my wedding, which is a blue ball gown, and my husband was wearing a blue tuxedo or blue suit, and it's one of my favorite picture, which is why it's my wallpaper. So moving on, the apps that I have on my home screen is my gallery, YouTube, Spotify, Twitter, Instagram, Chrome, Snapchat, Netflix, Play Store, camera, and on my docs I have my phone, contacts, messages, and WhatsApp. So opening Spotify, I have quite a lot of playlists over here, and most of my playlists actually follow the languages, so it's categorized by the language of the song. So my first playlist is Blueberry Gems, is where all my English songs are at. The Golden Time is more of the old school kind of English songs. And I have K-R&B, which is obviously K-pop. And I have a playlist called Sing Along with Hubby, which is my Malay songs that I can sing with him. For the Whip in Me, the title says it all. Literally it's Japanese songs, like from the openings of some animes and just some other Japanese songs that I listen to. My Bibimbap is my K-pop playlist, and Strawberry Jam is just another one of the English playlists like Blueberry Gems. So if you want to listen to any of these playlists or you want to give me recommendation for any songs, my username would be up on the screen. So if you want to add me, just add me too. Next app is Twitter. I don't actually want to open Twitter because my Twitter is private, so it's only for my own use. And my Instagram is private. I don't follow a lot of people. I prefer to keep my social circle very small. And the only pictures I post over here is usually pictures of me and my husband and me and my 2 best friends. So yeah. But if you wanna follow my Instagram, my username is over there, Afika Azmi. I may be private, but you can DM me if you wanna follow me. So my Snapchat is also private. I only have my husband over there. I don't really post a lot over there. I mean, I do post a lot, but it's usually just rants. So really nothing much to say. So moving on, when you swipe up from the bottom of the screen, it goes to my app screen, which I thought was just like another screen, but I'm not sure what it was called. But now I know it's called the app screen. And on the first page of my app screen, I only have all the apps that comes with the phone. I don't really want to put them in folders because I do not know how to categorize them. So I just let them be free. So the second page is all my downloaded apps. So I'm just going to go through the apps that are not in folders. So the first one is my bank, my DGS Digibank. And my transport is for me to check for the bus timing. Keep Notes is Google Notes. Carbonate is just my salary from my workplace, and one NUHS is for my hospital because I have to go for a checkup for my pregnancy. So moving on, my first folder is called Kpop. And under Kpop, I have my BTS official Lightstick app, Weverse, Weverse Shop, VLive, TikTok, and Cocodive. I want to show you my TikTok, but it's very embarrassing because I only post stuff on TikTok when I feel like it. And usually the stuff that I talk about is just about anime or manhwa things. And I feel like TikTok is actually quite toxic because my For You page is literally a lot of negative stuff. Like, I've only watched one video and now my whole algorithm just changed. So I try not to go onto TikTok that much unless like I'm really bored, you know. Going to my next folder, I have YouTube. So these are the apps that I use to edit my YouTube videos. The apps that I use the most is KineMaster. It's a very easy platform to use to edit if you use your phone to edit. So recommend KineMaster. The next folder I have is just others. Over here I have Photocop, my calendar, Shazam, which literally everyone uses if they want to know what song is being played in cafes and at other places. So KineMaster is good. And I have the Flow app. I mean, if you've already watched this kind of like what's on my phone video, you would have already know what the Flow app is because it's an app for girls to check their periods, TMI. But I don't use it to check my period. I use the other app, which is my calendar, to check for my period. So for my Flow app, I use it to check how long I've been pregnant. So over here, my baby is currently in 25 weeks and 3 days. So let's just see the detail for the baby. Basically, my baby is the size of a corn cob. So moving on to the next folder, I have books. And this is where things get interesting too. So the apps I have in this folder is Wattpad, Tapas, Webtoon, Tapitoon, and Tachiyomi. So Wattpad, for my other 2 videos, I open Wattpad just to show you my stories that I write because I write stories. And yeah, I literally have 4 stories right now. The first one is just going to be a very short story, which is called Thank You for Saving Me. My second one is called Going Through Life Again. Basically, if you're into isekai, villainous, reborn, reincarnated trope, this is one of it that I'm writing. Walking Among Everyone was actually called My Zombie Boyfriend, and from that title you will already know what the story would be about. And Better With It, which is a dystopian world kind of like stuff. So if you're also on Wattpad and you want to try reading some of my stories, my username is just over there. I want to show you like what I have in my library, but I realized I don't really read a lot of stuff. I like to reread again some of the stories, so I can't really say or recommend any books. But if you have any books that you want to recommend me, just comment down below and I will check it out. The next app is called Tapas. I've also previously talked about Tapas. It is a platform where you can read novels and manhwa, but you have to pay to read them. So like each chapter, if you want to read them, you have to pay 300 inks. I started using Tapas because I wanted to read one of these novel that was on Wattpad called Warrior's Lullaby by Crestfallen Star. But the author removed the book from Wattpad and transferred it to Tapas, but I end up also not reading it on Tapas because I realized when you can read manhwa, why do you read novel, you know? So I have quite a lot of recommendation for manhwas to read, but that would be in another video. So moving on from Tapas, I have Webtoon, which is also another platform for you to read manhwa. I will also be talking about all the manhwas that I read over here in my next video. So basically a video about all the manhwa that I have read and would like to recommend to everyone. So the next app is Tapitoon, and Tapitoon is literally the same app like Tapas too, where you can read manhwa. And also just like Tapas, you have to pay to read all these manhwas. So each chapter you have to unlock using 3 tokens or 300 points. And of course, I will be showing you my recommendations and what I read in a later video. The next folder is editing, and actually I don't even know why I have an editing folder for, because I don't really edit any of my pictures for Instagram. I usually just post my Instagram picture just like that without any edits. So these are all the apps I have for editing. My next folder is shopping. I don't shop at Sephora, at Shein, at Zalora, Lazada. I usually only shop at Shopee. But nowadays also, I don't really shop a lot. Like the only thing I do for shopping is literally for food. I shop for food and groceries. I don't shop for clothes. I don't shop for any accessories or anything because I'm literally just staying at home. Because of this pandemic, I don't really buy stuff anymore. So the next folder is food. Yes, food. I have McDonald's, Grab, Foodpanda, and Pizza Hut. And I tell you, the only app that I use on here is literally all of them. Because food is essential. And with my pregnancy, I sometimes have cravings for certain stuff and I get hungry quite frequently, so I need food. The next folder is payment, and under payment I have AXS payment and my DBS Payla. Nothing special. So let's just move on to the next folder, which is entertainment. And under entertainment I have SoundCloud, Netflix, and Disney Plus. So SoundCloud is also another platform for you to listen to music. but the only reason I use SoundCloud is because of BTS. Because the members post some of their songs over here, so I use SoundCloud for this. So the next folder is my socials, and on socials I have WeHatit, Pinterest, and Reddit. So WeHatit is almost like Pinterest. The only difference with it is I feel like WeHatit is even easier to use than Pinterest. Like everything you can just find over here. Like the channels that I want, basically the categories that I want to search for, is so simple to find. And the categories that I'm like so-called subscribed to is empowerment, quotes, wallpapers, and anime. So it was like my #1 spot to find wallpapers, but now I use Pinterest because when I was planning for my marriage, for my wedding venues and all that, my decorations, I felt like Pinterest is easier to Pinterest. I said interest. I say Pinterest. I meant Pinterest is easier to use to find this kind of inspiration than WeHatit, I guess. So I only use Pinterest to search for henna inspiration and also wedding dyes idea. But I end up having a Pinterest board for Jinwoo stuff. And of course Gojo. I haven't really watched Jujutsu Kaisen, but TikTok made me fall in love with Gojo, so Gojo it is. Also, if you want to follow me on Pinterest to see what other Pinterest boards that I have, that's my username, Afika Azmi. Basically, my username is the same for almost all my social media, so yeah. That is basically it for this video, I guess. I don't really have anything else to show you on my phone, and I know my phone is quite boring. The only thing interesting about it is literally all the social medias that I have and all the manhwas that I will be recommending to all of you. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, I would like to thank you for watching, and I will see you again in my next video, hopefully very soon. Bye!